Hi, and welcome to the Perham Show. I'm Gail Langner. Today I'm here with Neil Wrangham and with Dan Peterson, and we're actually talking today about the Save a Life initiative. And Neil, why don't you just tell us just a little bit about what that is?
Well, number one is Save a Life initiative is an awareness of suicide campaign, and Dan will talk a little more about what we have going on this summer. But I just wanted to start with quoting a little bit of statistics about suicide.
Okay.
It is really frightening about how much our kids think about suicide. The 2010 study of Minnesota Student Survey said that 12% of all males and 17% of all females in our grades 9 through 12 have thought of suicide.
Oh, that's frightening.
Yeah, and 3% of both sexes have actually attempted a suicide. And those statistics are, pretty scary, very frightening. You apply that to our school system here in Perham, and we're talking about 15 students per grade are thinking about suicide.
Incredible.
So again, our goal is to bring awareness of those facts, educate kids about options that they have available, and the Save a Life initiative can hopefully do that. And we've got some summer programming going on here to raise money and to bring that message.
Okay, all right. Well, Dan, are you going to explain just a little bit about your programs that you have coming up?
Yes, but before I do that, actually, I want to mention a couple sponsors that without their help, we wouldn't be doing it. They've made this all possible. That's KLN Industries and Kenny Nelson, and then also Arbades. They were platinum level sponsors for us. And again, like I said, they are the two organizations that have made this happen.
That's
so
great.
Thank you to both of them.
You bet.
Now, as far as Save a Life initiative, what we refer to that as SALI, S-A-L-I. SALI is actually a combination of two organizations, the Minnesota Twins and the Chris Benz Memorial Foundation. Okay. This tournament that we're doing, baseball tournament, really had its origin in tragedy. Janet Benz is the founder of the Chris Benz Memorial Foundation, and her son Chris, in January 2007, took his life at 17 years of age. He loved baseball, he loved playing it, talking it, watching it, everything about it, and so Janet and his friends and some of her friends got together and formed the foundation and developed this baseball tournament back in 2007. A year ago, the Twins jumped in full force with it, formed the partnership, and that's when SALI became about, a partnership between the two organizations. The Twins also challenged Janet and her organization to expand this tournament statewide, so that brings us to Perham here.
Great.
And what we're doing is a baseball tournament, 15, 16, and 17-year-olds. It's going to be July 6, 7, and 8.
Right.
We're going to be starting at noon on Friday. The championship game will be at 3 o'clock on Sunday at Kruger Field. Second place will be in New York Mills at the Russ Jacobson Field, and third place will be played here in Perham, back by the practice fields, I believe is where it's going to be.
I was just going to ask you where it's going to be. Okay.
Yeah. All of those games at 3 o'clock. This is a collaborative effort between New York Mills and Perham. That's why we call it the Highway 10 SALI Baseball Classic. We wanted to have both communities working with us.
That's great.
What we have done is we've secured sponsorships, several sponsorships for it, and we'll be paying some expenses of the tournament with the sponsorship dollars, but we're trying to keep those at a minimum, and we've been able to do that with the gracious help of several people in the community with different things that they're providing for us. Okay. But all funds that are left over will then be distributed to each of the teams, actually the schools from which the teams come from, the communities that they come from, and those dollars will be earmarked for the schools to use for suicide awareness, education, prevention type activities. Yes, it'll go right into the school.
That's great.
We will also have tents set up in Perham at Kruger Field, a tent set up with information and literature on that. Great. We have a banquet on Friday night. We're going to be featuring Tim Laudner, Minnesota Twins standout from the '81 championship team.
Wow, great.
And we will also have Jennifer Muhlenkamp speaking as well, and we will have Maria Willits, who her son committed suicide in 2009, and she'll be speaking as well, so it's going to be a good evening. We have 150 tickets for sale for the general public, and they can access those tickets by giving me a call at 218-849-1368.
1368. Well, thank you so much, gentlemen, for coming today. What a great thing you're doing. So we'll be right back. Hi, and welcome back to the Perham Show. Now I'm here with Sue Von Ruden. Hey, Sue.
Hi, Gail.
And she is the Community Relations Director at Perham Health. And we're filming right now in her beautiful facility in the Family Lounge. Is that correct?
Yes, this is the Family Lounge in the inpatient unit for one of the many family spaces we have in the new building for families to get together and relax and enjoy each other.
Well, it's perfect, and actually you can probably hear in the background people chatting. It's a very comfortable space.
Yeah,
so
thank you.
Well, I know that you have something coming up, and
we do.
I can't even hardly believe it. It's been a year.
Yes. Well, actually, what we're celebrating, Gail, is our 110th anniversary.
Oh,
so
it's
been
not
110
a year. Okay.
years. It's been 110 years.
I went, how could a year have gone by so quickly?
No, we've been in the new building since January 9th. So actually what we're celebrating this year is our 110th anniversary.
Right.
The first hospital was built in 1902 by the Franciscan Sisters from Little Falls. So this is our 110th anniversary, as well as celebrating the opening of the new hospital. We have a lot to celebrate.
Right,
we have
I
a lot
guess
to
so.
celebrate.
I guess so.
And we are having a community celebration because we are the community hospital, and so when we celebrate, it's the community celebrating.
Right.
And we're having a celebration on Thursday, July 12th, from 4 to 7 p.m. out here on our campus.
All right.
And we're going to have food and music and fun and inflatables, those bounce houses for the kids.
Oh, fun.
Nick the magician, our local Nick Gretz, is going to be here doing magic. And we're also going to have tours of the hospital for folks who weren't able to attend our grand opening in December.
Right.
They'll have an opportunity to tour the hospital. And so we have a lot of fun, a lot packed into those 3 hours, but we think it's really going to be an enjoyable day. We're hoping the weather will cooperate, but should it not, we have a backup plan.
Okay.
And we have the Perham Area Community Center reserved.
Okay.
And so then we will just simply move everything over to the community center, except for the tours.
Tours,
of course. We'll still
right.
have the tours. We'll still have the tours here.
Right.
But we'll just move it over to the PAC from 4 to 7.
Okay.
And then another piece that we're incorporating with the celebration is Sanford's Community Appreciation Day. They do that every summer, and being that we're having our celebration, we're going to incorporate that too. So the Sanford folks have been really kind, and they're going to be having ice cream treats as part of the celebration. And they're a community appreciation for the Perham, Dant, New York Mills, Otter Tail, Vergas, Frazee, all the surrounding areas, as what we are doing.
Oh, that will be great. Tell me again the date, Sue.
Thursday, July 12th.
Okay.
And from 4 to 7 p.m.
All right.
And again, it'll be here on our campus. We have worked with the chamber to have their train here. So for folks that maybe have to park a little bit away, we're going to have the train running so then they can hop on the train, be brought up here to the building. We're going to have it outdoors, and then come up to the building and then get their ride back to save a little bit of walking there, because it can get to be a bit of walking.
Sure. Well, I'm sure if you have a lot of people here, they'll probably have to park a bit away. I know that when you had your open house, it was a little bit of a walk. So that's a nice touch to have the train come.
So we just want to invite everybody to come on out. We have a fun day planned. We appreciate the community's support. This hospital, I think back in the beginning in 1902, probably would not have been built without the support of the community, and that continues to happen with this new building. And so it's we're, again, the community hospital. The party is for the community. We have a lot to celebrate, and we want the community to join us.
Well, that's nice that you're doing that. You know, you wouldn't have to give back, you know, like you are, but it is a beautiful facility. I've had a couple of friends that have actually been hospitalized here, and the care that they're getting, and the friendliness of the nurses, and like I said before, just this beautiful room that we're sitting in right now. Just a wonderful addition.
Well, and the hospital was designed for patients and families, and that's from the tiniest of details. You know, that's what the hospital was designed for, because that's what we're here to do, is to be here for patients and families. And so, it's again, the community is what helped to build this hospital, and we want to celebrate that.
Well, that is going to be great, and I just know that everybody's going to turn out for that, and seeing a picture of being able to go around and see the hospital will be great too.
We will have a history display up inside in the atrium, so we'd invite people to come in and take a look at that. Lynette Grismer is our facility historian, and she's going to be working on that. So we're real excited about that.
That will be great.
It'll be fun to look back at some of those old pictures and those old items that we have.
Well, thanks for coming by, Sue. I appreciate that.
You're welcome. Thank you.
And if you have something that you would like to see on the Perm Show, just give me a call, Gail Langner, at 841-2094. Thanks so much and have a great day.